Welcome to a world where spending is the norm, and saving is a rarity. Did you know that the average American household has nearly $8,000 in credit card debt? Or that over 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? It's shocking to realize how many of us are trapped in a cycle of consumerism. We buy things we don't need, with money we don't have, to impress people we don't even like. But what if I told you there's a way out? A way to reclaim your financial freedom and live a life filled with purpose rather than possessions. In this series, we'll dive into the world of frugal living, a lifestyle that embraces simplicity and intentionality. We'll explore unique strategies for breaking free from the spending trap, like mastering DIY skills and discovering frugal hobbies that don't break the bank. You'll learn how to build invisible savings and create a community of like-minded individuals who support your journey. So, if you're tired of the relentless consumer chase and want to learn how to live a fulfilling life without overspending, you're in the right place. Let's uncover the secrets to achieving a rich life on a budget and start your journey toward financial freedom today. Chapter 1. Escaping the spending trap. Breaking the consumer chains. In today's world, most people don't realize just how trapped they are in the cycle of consumption. It feels normal to spend without thinking, to want more, and to keep up with others. But it's a trap, and it's been built intentionally. Did you know that the average American household carries $6,270 in credit card debt? That's the cost of endless ads, shiny sales, and social pressure to buy. Breaking free starts with recognizing the game. Marketers know how to tap into your emotions. Ever wonder why there's always a new version of a phone or why fast fashion exists? It's all about making you feel behind. In the book Your Money or Your Life, Vicki Robbins says, money is something we choose to trade our life energy for. When you see spending this way, you start to value your time over unnecessary stuff. Here's a simple exercise. Track everything you spend for 1 month. Every single coffee, every subscription, every impulse buy. Then ask yourself, did this improve my life? This is the first step in cutting the consumer chains. Most people find that nearly 40% of their spending is non-essential. Imagine what you could do with that money. After tracking, start setting small challenges for yourself, like going a week without eating out or waiting 48 hours before buying anything online. These tiny shifts make a huge difference over time. Remember, the goal is to stop spending unconsciously. You want to buy with purpose. Chapter 2. The Anti-Consumer Mindset. Cultivating radical simplicity. Most people think minimalism means owning less. But radical simplicity goes deeper. It's about changing how you see the world. It's not just about getting rid of clutter, it's about making intentional choices that support a better, simpler life. The consumer mindset tells us that we need more clothes, more gadgets, more upgrades. But here's the truth, you don't need most of it. Research shows that people who focus on experiences over things are happier. Studies from Princeton University even suggest that happiness levels out once you earn about $75,000 a year. After that, more money or stuff doesn't make a noticeable difference in life satisfaction. Adopting radical simplicity isn't about deprivation. It's about freedom. Every item you buy, every new subscription, it all costs you mental space. Imagine what your life would look like if you only kept what you truly needed or loved. Joshua Becker, author of The More of Less, said, minimalism is the intentional promotion of the things we most value, and the removal of anything that distracts us from it. Start by identifying what really matters to you. Is it your family? Your health? Your time? Once you know, it becomes easier to let go of things that don't serve those priorities. Try this. For every new item you consider buying, ask, will this add lasting value to my life? If the answer is no, walk away. Chapter 3. Invisible Savings. Mastering the art of stealth wealth. We live in a world where appearances matter. But what if you could quietly build wealth without anyone noticing? Enter the concept of stealth wealth. It's about living below your means and building financial security without flashy cars or designer clothes. While some people show off, stealth wealth practitioners thrive by not spending. Here's a fun fact. Millionaires are more likely to drive a used car than a new one. In fact, 67% of wealthy individuals buy used vehicles rather than brand new. The book The Millionaire Next Door reveals that the truly wealthy tend to live modestly. They don't broadcast their wealth, they grow it quietly. Why? Because keeping up appearances drains your bank account. You don't need to look rich to be rich. By avoiding the temptation to show off, you can focus on saving and investing. A powerful strategy is paying yourself first. This means that before you spend $1 on bills or fun, you set aside money for savings and investments. Even putting away just 10–15% of your income can lead to big results over time. Compound interest does the rest. Albert Einstein once called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. And it's true, when you let your money grow over time, it works for you. Want another tip? Learn to negotiate. From bills to big purchases, negotiation can save you thousands over a lifetime. Most people don't realize that 30% of consumers have never negotiated a price, even though they could. If you get comfortable asking for discounts or better deals, your savings will quietly build up. Living modestly doesn't mean sacrificing happiness. In fact, it's the opposite. By not worrying about impressing others, you gain more financial security and peace of mind. Stealth wealth is the art of focusing on what matters most, freedom, not fancy things. If you find these strategies helpful, make sure to subscribe for more tips on frugal living and financial freedom. Chapter 4. Skill Up, Spend Down, DIY Hacks for Big Savings. Most people spend money because they don't know how to do things themselves. They pay for convenience, whether it's hiring a plumber, buying new furniture, or getting takeout. But here's the thing. Learning a few practical skills can save you tons of money. Did you know that the average household spends $9,000 annually on home repairs and maintenance? Imagine if you could cut even half of that by learning basic repair skills. Start with small DIY projects. You don't need to be a pro to fix a leaky faucet, patch a hole in the wall, or change a tire. YouTube is full of free tutorials that break down these tasks step by step. Even mastering these simple skills can save hundreds over time. And here's the fun part. The more you do, the more confident you'll become. Another powerful DIY hack is upcycling. Instead of buying new, try refurbishing what you already have. For example, instead of buying a new coffee table, sand down the one you have and give it a fresh coat of paint. This not only saves money but also gives your home a unique, personal touch. In fact, upcycling is becoming a growing trend, with over 60% of millennials preferring to upcycle furniture instead of buying new. Cooking is another skill that can dramatically reduce costs. Americans spend an average of $3,000 a year on dining out. Learning to cook simple, healthy meals at home can cut that cost significantly. Start with basic recipes that don't require fancy ingredients. As you get better, you'll find that you prefer homemade meals to takeout. One final tip: bartering. Instead of paying for services, consider trading skills. Maybe you're great at fixing computers, and a friend is a pro at painting. Swap skills instead of cash. It's an old school idea, but it still works today. And it's a win-win for everyone involved. Chapter 5. Frugal Hobbies. Redefining entertainment without spending. One of the biggest misconceptions about frugal living is that it's boring. People assume that cutting back means giving up fun. But the truth is, you don't need to spend a lot to have a good time. In fact, some of the most rewarding hobbies are free or low cost. Take hiking, for example. It's an activity that costs almost nothing but provides endless benefits. Not only do you get exercise, but studies show that spending time in nature can reduce stress and improve mental health. A study from Stanford University found that people who walk in nature have lower levels of rumination, a key factor in anxiety and depression. If you're more of a homebody, consider hobbies like reading, crafting, or gardening. Did you know that library membership is free and gives you access to thousands of books, audiobooks, and even digital resources? Plus, reading has been shown to improve brain function and reduce stress by up to 68%. Gardening is another great way to save money while having fun. Not only is it therapeutic, but growing your own food can significantly reduce grocery costs. A study by the National Gardening Association found that the average garden can produce up to $600 worth of food annually, all for just $70 in seed and supply costs. That's a huge return on investment. If you're into technology, why not explore free or low-cost digital hobbies? Coding, graphic design, or video editing can all be learned online for free through platforms like Coursera or Khan Academy. You might even turn one of these hobbies into a side income down the line. The key here is to shift your mindset. Instead of spending money to entertain yourself, look for ways to enjoy life that don't involve shopping or expensive experiences. You'll not only save money but also discover new interests that are fulfilling. If you enjoy these insights and want to learn more about embracing frugal living, make sure to subscribe for more tips, tricks, and stories to inspire your journey.